On the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Redhawks will kick it away to start. Fair catch, called for and made. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Toner. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Back to the air one more time. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate from a fortuitous bounce, Reese. A nice break to him, makes the catch, makes the big play down the field.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, they tried to catch him off guard with a pass play down there on the goal line, but David, he just held on to it way too long, and the defense able to get home and get the sack.
Yeah, and that's great coverage. And you love this part of the field. You know exactly what you want to do. You play more man coverage. There's less space to coverage. You don't have to worry about those speedy wide receivers going deep. Nice job not only on first down getting a sack. Now I put him into a predictable second.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got it down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, that goes down as a pass completion. How about the quarterback seeing the fullback, understanding I can get some positive yards here, dumping it off to him to get a small gain.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Got the first down and more. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Red Hawks want to move quickly. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Red Hawks will snap it on 1st and 10.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Give to the big fullback. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, they handed it off to the fullback, and a nice job by the strong safety coming downhill and making a tackle on a big physical ball carrier.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The Red Hawks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
He'll pull it on the read. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll take this return and get out of bounds, and that'll do it for the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami, Ohio, 7, Memphis, 3.
First down to start the drive after the break. Going with the counter play here. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It's now 3rd down.
Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
The short hands, it's Toner. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around at him.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to...
Looking for the end zone. Makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. A first down run in the red zone. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's now second and goal.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
After settling for 3 on that first drive, you want to give the other side a big momentum boost, a big confidence builder. Kick another one. It's 3rd and goal.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting a touchdown. Offense just went big on elbow.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He wants to take the top off. And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Handoff from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get him down after he makes the catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick strike complete. And more yards after contact. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Off play action. Slides away. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Memphis.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between the QB and the wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Thorne. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. What a nice play. And even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing route.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
It's now 3rd down.
They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Running back goes in motion. They'll try to get the first through the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'd hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the 3rd down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it.
Oh, they tricked him. It's a fake. He wants to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
23. Brings up 2nd down.
Now on 2nd down. A run for the quarterback. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Redhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Still on his feet at the 40. He's off to the races. At the 20. Touchdown, Redhawks. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you his speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UTEP is down right now inside the Sun Bowl, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in El Paso. They're trailing by just 4 to Georgia Southern. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game, just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll go to the ground, and they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Here on third down. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw on third. Dumps it to the back. And the third down pass is incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Red Hawks heading quickly to the line. Third down play from the gun. Fires to the right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Red Hawks have it with a 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Red Hawks are moving quickly down the field.
That boy fast. Goodness gracious. When he pulls the ball down, he can go chew up yards so quick, just like a running back. Man, the speed is evident on that QB.
And you know, everybody likes to call him dual threat. I'd say just plain old threat. He is a problem.
And you're putting, at a younger age, you're putting your quarterback now, the best athlete on the field, at the quarterback spot, so he can go make plays, and he's used to playing quarterback and throwing the ball and been doing it his whole life.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Memphis 17, Miami, Ohio 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain, it's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Redhawks will hustle to the line. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Miami! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Memphis, 17.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got him this time.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. The give from the gun. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 34 with the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Red pass, it's complete. Tackled after picking up the first down. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Coming after it. With the catch, it's McLeod. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
2nd down coming up. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And that pass intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him and tackle that receiver on the screen.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Toner. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Wide open downfield. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Now on the move. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The big fullback's got it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
After 36.
The Red Hawks inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. On the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Snap it to the back. Oh, look out! He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7.
Miami, Ohio.
Softened him up with a run, now to throw. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Memphis.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach